Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another session. Um, One moment, I just gotta set up a few things. Get get a few things rolling here. Be right back. Alrighty, just about to get started here. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in. We got SPDas on the line. He's going to be going over London. And of course, we'll be back with IT Trader at 8 a.m. for New York and SPDAS for New York Part 2 at 9:30 a.m. EST. Schedule has been posted multiple times. Uh, yeah, super excited to get started. Of course, remember, multiple traders, different trading styles, unified market narrative, artificial intelligence. Everything's coming together every day. We're getting better and better, and the code's getting better and better. Just super excited to be a part of this and bringing this to you folks. And yeah, just gonna keep going and going. Just gonna pass over the microphone to SPDAS in a moment.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com.
SPDAS, the trading floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and welcome everyone. We are just about a few hours, I think 7 hours away from the new president-elect taking office today. And let's get started with the stocks and then come back to the currency just for a change. Uh, let's begin with the Dow right now. I know the markets will remain closed, but no, we can spend 5 minutes on this chart on the daily chart. I mean, looking at the counts where the bigger picture is now pointing actually. That would be interesting to, and then we'll go back to the currencies and other assets. So the story in Dow is clearly setting up a five-wave completion. Just a moment, I'm going to change the degree in a while. and that could be wave 3. There is A, B, C, D, E triangle, wave 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, and the larger degree wave 5 here. Okay, so we've done the primary, we've done the minor wave. We'll step down, and the idea is probably the price action in the Dow Jones has completed not only 5 waves, but it's also turned lower in 5 waves. So that was a close enough triangle structure, which I believe has not broken any rule. And the minute wave count, if I start from here, then it is, because wave 5, remember the son, the father, the grandfather, and the great grandfather story. So we are going to do it all of them here. So first we did the great grandfather, and now we are doing the grandfather. That is, we are changing it to a minute degree. Okay. What I'm going to do is we are going to zoom a bit, and then there we are. So no matter what, this structure needs attention here. It could be telling us a wonderful story. All right. And then if we go one step lower again, and that is the father. We've got wave 1, wave 2, and then start doing the third. You know what? I'll take an arrow here. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. This is going to be easy, right, to understand. Okay, so that was the bracket Roman wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is wave 3, then wave 4, and again wave 5. So the minute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in circle, and the third wave again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is wave 3, and the top is the minor. So we've got how many waves? There is also 5 waves here, so it's going to be how many degrees? Let's count. The first one is the minor, then comes the minute, then comes the minute. So 3 degrees here, and of course within that would be the sub-minute, otherwise the cycle wouldn't complete. So 4 degrees are completing here, and one, if we go and add further, which I have not gone several years back, then there's another 5 which states the primary, the 5th wave of the primary. So 5 waves at 5 degrees are getting completed here. This needs attention, and that's why I'm bringing up. Of course, the stock markets are closed today, but what we need to do now is, we've kept on saying that Dow Jones has potentially topped out, and it's now the time to buy, or even if the rally materializes, and that's what we have seen. But the bigger picture now, we realize why we are doing that, because 5 waves completes at 5 degrees. That's something actually. I mean, it can remind us all of 1929 and even further, actually. Most of us are going to forget uh, that particular decline as well. Oh, I did a mistake. So we've got wave 1 and then we've got wave 2 going. We are expecting 3, 4 and 5 lower. And wave 2 has kind of materialized. The corrective pattern here is an ABC, a 3, 3, 5. Remember last week we were discussing a 5-wave rally which is possibly unfolding from the bottom around 41,700 now at that particular low as we take almost. So not only the two strong cases, wave 1 impulse complete, wave 2 expanded line also looks complete. That combined with the Fibonacci ratios, that is around 50% right now. I mean, it can still push through the 60%, but 50% is enough technically to confirm that that will be a wave of domination already. So the high probability from now is pointing towards a sharp wave 3 decline. And believe it or not, when such a multiple 5 waves degrees completing, and on the opposite side, wave 1 and wave 2 is also complete, wave 3 means absolute business in the sense that it will not just unfold into 5 waves, it will actually extend itself. So there are going to be multiple 5 waves drop at multiple lower degrees. Okay, so by all means, it's going to be it could be an extended wave 3 lower. Now this is the wave theory, and then you have and most people will agree, most traders would agree to this pattern. That's a conventional head and shoulder pattern, right? The neckline breaks, and that is the right shoulder. The conventional head and shoulder technique says that, okay, you can simply double this particular drop from that price. So if we count, it's around 45, some 4,000 odd points, and if I deduct that 4,000 from 41, it comes to 37, correct? Okay, that's a manual way to calculate. And let's see how the Fibonacci simple clicks are working, what they are telling us, where could the market be heading. See the first target around 40 and the second target around 37. One more proof why this could be good enough is that the previous wave 4 of 1 lesser degree is just around the corner, and if I dig in further, the from where the triangle started unfolding is right around the 37,000 mark. So when it reverses, it could go to actually the beginning of the pattern as well. So 4,000 is about 10% drop from where we are right now, and the time frame could be just in a moment. Let me. It's the 5th December, and all right, so maybe 2 months. So it could be mid of March, because the timeline says uh, it's almost equal. Okay, so the time which is taken wave 1 and wave 2 almost equals wave 3, but in this case it may be a bit early because of the major event and the the uh, the importance of this event actually. it's it's not about what is happening around the world, but the markets are already telling us a story. They carved five-wave lower. They took their own time. They started in around 5th of December 2024 now. So five down, followed by three up. So the script from this director, all right, that this is what the market is a director for us. The script from the director has been going since 5th of December 2024, sir. So it's not just because of the event on 20th January or the inauguration ceremony that the market could behave this way. It's already been telling us a story. We are just unfolding it right now. Okay. So that having said that, we already placed the short positions somewhere around here, 43, 500, 44,000. The stop at about 46,000, and the target is around 40,000 and 30,000. All right, you can mark that up. Okay, so that is the big picture of the big story, which could be unfolding in a few hours from now, or beginning to start unfolding in a few hours from now. Sorry. So 37,000. That's almost a 10% decline. Okay, starting euro, nothing really changes except an extended sideways action going on, and you know what, the retracement maybe around the 60% could be the case in the next few hours, but the break above that counter trend, break above that resistance around 1.0330 is going to begin shooting on the north side. The bulls are going to be back very strongly then. All right, so the targets for euro to be watched out around 460 and 620.30. All right. Stop loss, please don't forget, it goes around 1.0100. We will move the stop loss in due time actually, but not at this point in time. Okay, with these charts we've been doing time and again. So I'm just being I'm not plotting the waves right now. We all know that. For those who have just joined, okay, fine, let's do that. That is the lower degree wave 1, minute wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and 5 expected. And I'm going to change the degree quickly. All right, so those who are following elite waves, it is good. Those who are not following elite waves, don't worry, please. We are going to come back with an educational series very soon to start learning together about the wave counts and the basic principle and the corrective waves and combinations and everything. But bottom line is, no matter how much book you're reading, you do until you pick up the mouse and do it yourself or practice, then it will be much difficult just to keep on doing theories. It's a practical subject as what coding is. So we've got wave 1 and then 2 and then 3, 4, and 5 going through on the downside, and here are the story, the extension of the story. That comes to 107 and 105 or 106 actually. The stop loss goes around 1110.30. So if you have already entered, it's good. If you have not yet entered, you might want to plan 50-50, sir. Please don't wait for always an optimized entry. Remember what happened in the coins earlier. We hardly got into Bitcoin today morning, and of course it has shot up as well. So it's time to take some profits there as well. All right, so short in the dollar index overall, stop around 110.30. That is only if your provider is 8 cap. All right. There might be some price discrepancies, so please follow your highs and lows, whichever your provider is. All right, now this decline is again looking corrective, isn't it? If prices break above 2717, then it's certainly a corrective pattern, and bulls would be wanting to inch higher before turning lower again. Gold pattern is simple. We are moving in primary wave, sorry, minor wave for lower, and within that minor wave for lower, this is the ABC minute structure. All right. All right. Having said that, wave A is quite clear, and wave B is either carving. Which one did I do? I did a mistake. That is minute. Okay. Wave B could be carving a flat or an expanded flat. At this point in time, our high probable wave count is flat. Now wave B has unfolded as A, B, and C. So that's a lower degree ABC, all right. And a print above 20, there was almost a print above 24, hardly just a few points shy. It is quite possible technically, if it's a flat, then wave B is complete, and then wave C is underway lower. But we need to see a significant breakout. We need to see an exact break below that 2660 zone. Once prices break below that 2660 zone, it will be a more stronger confirmation that a lower top is in place in gold, and then we are looking lower. We're heading south from here. So if something like this has happened, maybe we can wait for a pullback and then lower from there. All right. Now that's the high probable wave count. What could be the alternate count? Alternate count could be prices are continuing higher, and this wave B goes and prints a shallow high above the swing top of wave A. All right. And if that is the case, then it will be an expanded flat. We don't know, never know, because there is a range how far it can go. Somewhere close to 2780. Technically, it has to go above 2780 for the expanded flat structure to unfold correctly. That is what is wave B, and then we can expect wave C lower unfolding into five waves or subdividing into five waves. All right, sir. So that is the story for gold. But for now, we remain short until 2500 or maybe 24 or 2450 is also possible. But 2500, we will happily say thank you very much to the markets and stay flat for a while and begin to then plan on the long side. All right, Bitcoin. It was a flash rally, correct? Tokyo, Sydney overlap. We were 97. We were just talking about a partial long here and partial long there, but it never went low. It was absolutely shallow. Now, these markets, when they are just wanting to do business, the corrective waves are absolutely shallow, like what we've just seen. So if it is the fifth wave completion, no, I don't think so. It's a fifth wave completion because that was wave one already, taking out the resistance up there. So that would be wave two, and I think we are good to take an extension now. Let's see if it is matching up with the larger degree extension as well. Possibly it's going to go towards 110 and 115, possibly 125 as well. Yeah, it's exactly around 125. So I would not be surprised, though there is a diverging scenario seen here. There could be a slight decline, but you never know. 125 seems to be much on cards right now. Having said that, okay, now we've been asked. I always say, when is the last wave which is unfolding and materializing on a larger degree? You see, let me bring up the larger degree count here. So we've got a nice little wave one. Let me do it again. You got wave one. I'll change the degree in a moment, please. And this is wave five, correct? So remember, 2 weeks back, or maybe last week, we were thinking about, or discussing about a potential new high above 107, and that is what we have it right now. Believe it or not, it's more or less done, actually, more or less done. And I would not personally want to wait until 125, but if you are inclined to wait until 125, brothers and sisters, you've got to be very careful. And it is suggested that you turn your stop losses just below today's low, just below the Tokyo session low, maybe 99, and just allow prices to run if it runs through 125. But remember, we are in the fifth wave. Let me change the degree. I'm sorry, I just forgot. So the minor wave five, uh, and then the minute wave five, and then the minute wave five is also complete. So near to completion. Sorry. So we are just the last leg. Be careful. Don't just think that, okay, since the fundamentals are supporting. Yes, quite possible that the fundamentals are supporting. The coins can really go and thrash that 125 mark as well. But have your stop losses strolling behind you. All right, that's the only advice. But still some more upside left. Ethereum, almost on the same guidelines, but it's slightly lagging behind. We're still expecting a new high above that 44,000 mark, towards the 43,000 mark. I can bring up the targets on an hourly chart quickly. We've done the longer term story, so I'm not repeating it again, but this is what the story could unfold like. So we've gotten in the last session, when we were last week, sorry. So we already gotten long around 31. You can place your stop around 29 there, and the target would be pointing towards 4,300. All right, 4,300. Okay, Solana. Solana is also completed its corrective decline to 220. I don't think so. It's going to drop much further than that. But you know what? Solana already hit the target, 280, and that is what Bitcoin has also done. So be very careful with Solana. Possibly, if there is another high, let me just take up the fifth wave of. If we do go by this, 272 was flashed. That's completed, and there is also a diverging scenario. So I would say, kindly thank the markets and take your profits and remain flat for a while. In most markets, if you are getting profits, either you keep your stops stalled, don't lose money, or take profits and come out. There's nothing to stay flat for a while. Nothing wrong to stay flat for a while. And Ripple is inching now towards the second target, 3.7. Let me zoom in a bit. There you are, 3.7. So it's inching higher, and that could be you can move your stop losses towards 2.8 now. So we've locked twice. That's what advised last session as well. And you take profits around 3.7. So that this was a classic example of what pi wave impulse wave would look like, and also a wave for triangle before the last thrust wave higher. All right. So with that note, we bring it a pause and we'll be back again in the New York Open just a few hours before the inauguration ceremony begin. It's around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, if I'm not wrong. So we meet at 9:30 a.m. and once again, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'd like to hand over to Ego again. Thanks, Ego. Back to you, bro. Yeah, thank you.
You can look at it as fear and greed, but it's more like fear and hope, right? So what's the what we want to learn to trade and invest on knowledge and eliminate hope and fear. That's the way that's the way to do it. You know, the man or the person who can teach me something is the man I want to know, right? That's like SPDas, for example, or IT Trader. There's like, you know, I always look at history. I read a lot of history, read a lot of books on trading, things like that. And one of the things that keeps coming up is you know this whole thing about knowledge, about wisdom and tools. And you know, there's a proverb that's really interesting. It's wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding, right? Like it's so obvious for like life, everything in general, right? If we want success and to make profits, our object must be to know more and study all the time. Never think we know more. Never think we can't outsmart the markets. We can't like they're learning to learning patterns, Elliott wave theory, Gann cycles, Fibonacci, fractals. Like these are all tools, right? These are all things that increase our perception, make us more aware of what's going on, and give us the ability to trade on history, on past performance, not on hope, not on fear. And that's super important. Like you know, over the weekend, a lot of things happened that brought a lot of hope, brought a lot of fear into the markets. I mean, it's great, yeah. Like there's a lot of new liquidity in Solana. It's amazing. But staying pragmatic and staying understanding that we have to remain level-headed and focused, right? That's important. Looking at the tools, using the tools. So I'm super excited to kick off another trading week. I know we started with Sydney, Tokyo. We just did London, and we'll be doing New York with IT at 8 a.m. It's a whole different market perspective, right? These are tools. These are you know we're teaching on purpose. We want to address the fact that you know if there's too much hope, if there's too much fear, you gotta look at it from all the angles you can possibly look at it. Um, you gotta study every single day. Like these charts, they don't lie, right? And you know the analysis is based on practical knowledge that has been taught, repeated for years and years and years, not just by us, but by the people who actually found these patterns and created systems around them, right? Algorithms, the market algorithm, so to speak, runs on these things, right? And it's important to identify, learn, and study, stay objective, right? Anyways, with that, we'll see you at 8 a.m. With IT Trader, looking over smart money, institutional trading, ICT concepts. Super excited. See you soon.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com.